Who qualifies as a refugee? Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be a refugee? Understanding who qualifies as a refugee is essential, especially in today's world where displacement is a pressing issue. A refugee is generally defined as someone who is outside their country of nationality or habitual residence and cannot return due to a well-founded fear of persecution. This persecution must be based on specific grounds such as race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion. In the United States, this definition is outlined in the Immigration and Nationality Act. To qualify for refugee status, several key criteria must be met. First, the individual must be located outside the United States when they apply. They also need to be of special humanitarian concern to the United States. Additionally, they must show either past persecution or a well-founded fear of persecution based on the protected grounds mentioned earlier. Another important requirement is that the individual cannot be firmly resettled in another country. They must also be admissible to the United States, meaning they cannot fall under exclusion grounds, such as having participated in persecution themselves. It is also important to note that refugee status does not apply to those who have persecuted others on the protected grounds. This ensures that the system is not abused and that those who genuinely need protection receive it. Beyond U.S. law, international agreements also play a role in defining who qualifies as a refugee. For example, the Cartagena Declaration, adopted by many Latin American countries, expands refugee status to include individuals fleeing generalized violence or massive human rights violations. Similarly, the African Union's convention includes those displaced due to external aggression or significant public disorder. These broader definitions recognize that the reasons for forced displacement can go beyond individual persecution. However, this can create complexities, as different jurisdictions may have varying criteria for refugee status. In practice, the U.S. refugee admissions process requires individuals to receive a referral to the U.S. Refugee Admissions Program. They must complete an application and undergo an interview by a United States Citizenship and Immigration Services officer while abroad. Eligible refugees can include their spouse and unmarried children under the age of 21, including legally married same-sex spouses. From a law school perspective, studying refugee law involves analyzing these definitions and the procedures for determining refugee status. It also includes understanding the humanitarian goals behind refugee protection and the legal safeguards in place to prevent system abuse. In essence, a refugee is someone outside their home country who cannot return due to a credible fear of persecution based on specific legal grounds. Understanding these definitions and criteria is vital for anyone interested in legal education and specializations in refugee law.